everybody. Welcome back to the 3W podcast. Today is going to be super fun, and I highly doubt we stay on track at all. So good luck to all of y'all out there. I have my super fun friend here, Frankie Rankin. Frankie, welcome to the podcast.
Hi, thanks
Have
for
you
having
been
me.
before?
No, this
Have
is
you
my
not?
first time here. Yes.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
But you've been making the podcast circuit.
I've done one prior to this, so
call that
I'm on the circuit.
Yeah. Frankie is with the Single Parent Scholarship Fund of Northwest Arkansas, which we're totally going to dive into more on part 2. But part 1 is all about Frankie, and I hope you all fall in love with her just as much as I have fallen in love with her over 15 plus years is what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
that's right.
she's kind of my favorite, one of my most favorite humans, and nothing clean ever comes out of her mouth. So we're going to try and keep it super positive
I'm trying
today.
to be profesh today.
Always good starting out profesh.
Yeah.
Solid. Okay. How long have I known you? I met you at, I think, the children's shelter.
Yes. I want to say it was probably like 2010, maybe 2011.
Okay. Is that long ago?
Yeah. It was way
Wow.
back.
Did I have a kid? Do you know?
No, you didn't have any kids
Okay.
yet.
So it would have been prior to 2010.
So it was before 2010.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I've known you over 16 years.
Yeah.
That's a long
That's
time.
wild.
Wow.
I know.
And we haven't aged at all. So
No,
right.
no,
I know.
no,
We look the
not
same.
at all.
Okay, so I knew you at the children's shelter, and you've kind of hopped a couple places, but been super loyal ever since. Probably my most favorite place that, besides single parent where you're at now, where you're like just kicking butt all over the place, which we're going to talk about in part 2.
Yeah.
But I loved working with you at Mercy because there was never not a laugh.
I know. I loved it there too. Well, and it was such a great team and great people. And I mean, who doesn't love Mercy? Like,
Who doesn't love
you
Mercy?
need great health care, and that's what they provide. So I loved it there, but it was really fun.
It was fun.
And we get to spend so much more time together there.
I know. So
I
it was
miss
kind of
that.
nice.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, so let's talk about your job progression over the last 16 years. Because you are currently a grand poobah over at Single Parent. You
I think
are
that's the first time I've heard that.
You're the CEO. You're
Yes.
1 year in
Yes.
on being a CEO. And when I found out a year ago, I called you and you didn't answer.
I think I still have that voicemail,
It's
though.
one for the records. That's for sure. Because
Yes.
I was like, oh, we're so fancy and so important. We can't answer our phone now. Okay, got it. Thanks.
Mhm.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's been a trek.
It
Like the
has.
best trek.
Yes, it's been like such a learning experience that and I think I said to somebody recently, I felt really cocky going into it a little bit because I was
You
like,
are a very confident human. Let's be real, but in the best way.
well, it was really misplaced at that time. Because I thought, oh, I've worked here for 8 years. Like, this is
Why
going to
wouldn't
be
I?
great. I'll know what to do. Yeah, I'm still learning so much every single day. But it's
That's
been
good, though.
really good. I know. I'm excited about that.
Right.
Like, I love that. And so, so that's been really fun. But
You didn't even start as a real employee 8 years ago.
right, no.
You were like
I
a
was,
contract worker to work on
we were doing an
grants
endowment
or
campaign.
endowment campaign.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yes.
Yeah.
And I remember when you went there and I was like, what? I can
Yeah.
remember sitting at this restaurant. It's the it's Wright's Barbecue in Pinnacle now. It's been
Oh, yeah.
100 things since before
Yes.
Wright's. And you're like, I want to have a chat, tell you why I'm here. And I was like, okay. And we did. And I was like, and I'm bought in because anytime somebody takes the time to tell me about something and is crying simultaneously and has a personal connection, that I'm automatically in. So It was to see you go from a contract working on an endowment campaign to being the big cheese is kind of cool.
Oh, well,
Don't you
thanks.
think?
Sure. No, I really do think it is, but I don't think I've thought about it in that way.
Oh,
Previously,
I thought
so yes.
that's kind of what I see when I look at you.
Yeah.
Like when I see the letters after your name, I'm like,
Yeah.
look at where she started at this
Mhm.
organization.
Yeah, no, that's really true because I started and thought, okay, well, I've got a job for 2 years.
Yes, a job
and
for
that,
2 years.
And that was it. Like,
Yes.
I didn't know what was going to happen after that, but I loved the organization and the mission so much that I was like, well, I'll take that chance and I'll have a job for 2 years and then we'll see what happens.
Yes.
And so fortunately, I was able to stay on after the first 2 years.
But even that
which
was
was
temporary, wasn't it?
But no, I mean, after the 2 years, the board voted to go ahead and keep me on.
Okay.
But then, soon after that, COVID hit, and then we went into a merger. So
Right.
it has been, really interesting 9 years of time at Single Parent Scholarship Fund. But fantastic.
Right?
At the same time. Yeah.
You change lives every single day.
Yes. Love it. And we get to see that every single day.
Every single day.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Frankie. Frankie is from Central Arkansas.
Yeah, Frankie's from Ferndale and can't be faded.
Frankie from Ferndale, which you just told me this, and I literally thought you were from Little Rock all 16 plus years.
Oh, yeah.
Frankie from Ferndale, a town I've never heard of, but I remember the movie Ferngully growing up as a little kid. And so
that's right.
I was like, you should be from Ferngully with all the fairies and all the whatever.
Maybe that's what Ferndale's like.
Yeah, it probably is.
Right.
It probably is. Yeah. So how big was this Ferndale town?
Oh, it was really small. And I don't even know if it's still called that anymore. It's essentially West Little Rock now.
But was it called Ferndale High School?
No, I went to Joe T. Robinson.
Oh, okay.
Which is a Pulaski County school. So it's not a Little Rock School District school. It's in Pulaski County. But it also wasn't very big. We had like 110 people in my graduating class.
Yeah, but were you like the rock star of Joe T. Robinson High School?
Well, yeah. No, I don't know. That's
exactly.
Again, here comes the cockiness,
I like it. I like it. Yes, you
No, it was just fun. Like high school was fun.
You had so much fun.
I did have
But you're a fun lover.
Like, we had a great class, though. Like, we all got along.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was just, like, connected, and it made it fun. And somehow I did really well in high school. I won't say I did well in college, but...
I have my kids convinced. Well, really just the youngest. I think the oldest has figured out. But I have the youngest convinced that I always made straight A's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Uh-huh. I really was at school. And in fact, I just had dinner with my high school best friend that I hadn't spoken to in 20 years. I just had dinner with her last week. And we were just kind of reminiscing. And I was like, oh, you were just that good kid. Like, head down, studying, good with your money. And I was just kind of out there like, la, la, la. Hey.
Yeah,
and she was like, yeah, you were.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I wasn't on that track that you were on. Yeah. I can see you being both.
Yeah. I don't think I could say I was the good kid. My mom always says, I'm still hearing stories about you from when you were a kid.
Oh, I love telling my parents those stories now. Yes. I'm like, so guess what I did? I snuck off to Oklahoma City one weekend. And they're like, you did? And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. And they were so clueless. And my parents were too. Absolutely 100% clueless. Thought I was like the perfect angel.
I was a good kid.
And,
I mean,
I wasn't a bad kid.
No, we all make poor decisions.
Right.
But that's part of learning.
Yeah.
But we're still here.
Yeah.
And amazing members of society.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so then you moved to Fayetteville to go to U of A. And what degree did you get?
I got a degree in psychology. So, and if you're not going to get a master's or go beyond that, it's really not... I shouldn't say that, but for me, it was
just for you, personal experience.
Personal experience. Mm-hmm. It didn't provide a career path, is what I will say.
Was it fascinating?
I loved it.
Okay.
I loved studying it, and that was really like when I started college, I was actually pre-med because, again, I thought I was like super smart, and then I took biology, and I was like, oh, that's not fun.
Reality check.
Yeah. So I thought, I better change. So. I switched to psychology just because I was really fascinated with people.
You are a people person.
I love people. And I loved to think about like what made people tick and like why did they function the way they did. And so I loved taking the classes and learning. And then I had like a super reality check when I got done. Like, well, what am I supposed to do now? Right.
Yeah.
So that's how I got into nonprofit work.
Is that how you went in? Yeah. I was just going to say, is that how you went into social and nonprofit work?
Yeah.
Okay.
It really, and that was by accident, really. I mean, when I graduated, I thought, okay, I want to be a counselor, but I wanted to take some time off. So I was trying to get an internship. And the doctor that I was trying to work for gave me a personality test and then politely told me that I didn't have the right personality to be a therapist.
Weird.
And like at the time, I was like, that's awful. Like, how could you say that? And now I totally get it. Like, I would be terrible at that job. But it was devastating.
I can't stop laughing. I feel bad that there's cameras because this is so you and I.
I know. It was like,
You're like, oh.
I'm just laying it all out there for you.
I love it. I love it.
But yeah, so I got this crushing news, and then I just thought, well, I guess I'll just keep working at the bookstore that I worked at in college. Yeah, that's where I met
your
Pete.
husband.
Yeah.
Yes. One of my favorite stories about you.
Actually, that's not where I met Pete, but we did work there together.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Where did we meet Pete?
I met Pete on the side of the street.
Also on brand.
Yes. I was having a party at my apartment.
Okay.
And he was walking down the street. Mm-hmm. Yes. So that's how we met.
Okay.
And we have been inseparable ever since.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. That's hilarious. I didn't know that.
That's the version I'll share today.
That's the clean version.
Right.
I like that. One of my favorite Pete stories is that he didn't have a driver's license for 20 something. Or most of his life
he didn't get his driver's license until he was 40.
Okay, yeah. I was just going to say in the last 10 years or so.
Yeah. So, and he did that because we moved from Fayetteville to Bella Vista, and he still worked in Fayetteville. Yeah. So it was like, well, you're going to have to figure out how to get there. So he drives all the time now.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite stories about Pete.
Yeah.
Truly. That might be, I think that is my favorite Pete story, is that he just made it through life without a driver's license.
He didn't need it.
He really
found
didn't
no use
phase
for it.
him. And
no.
Yeah, I love
that. Maybe my children is my youngest anyway.
Is he still
Buckley
not driving?
drives, but Max is not.
Okay, well, no hurry.
Okay.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah.
He's 18, so he's got 22 more years.
That's right, yeah. I mean, he's on track.
Why rush it at this point? Okay, so we didn't get to be a counselor.
No.
What did we do?
Thank you, Jesus.
Unanswered prayers. Thank you.
So then I truly started working at the children's shelter on the weekends.
Oh, is that when you started? Was essentially fresh out of college?
Like a little bit after.
Okay.
So maybe it had, because I was licking my wounds still from being told that I had chosen the wrong path in life. But yeah, so then I was still working at my job from college and got a job at the children's shelter on the weekend doing childcare because I wanted to go on vacation and I needed extra money.
Not where I thought that was going to go.
No.
How do I not know these random little facts?
I know.
I wanted to go on vacation, so I went to work at the children's shelter, which, quick reference for all of you, that's now called Everhope.
Yes.
But yes. Oh, that's in the childcare part of it?
Yes. And I was the youngest child in my family. I'd never supervised children or taken care of children. So, I mean,
did you and Pete have children yet?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, this was early on.
This was training.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing like going out there for some training.
No, not at all.
Oh my gosh. So how long did you do weekends and childcare till it transitioned into? Did you start immediately on the development side?
No.
Okay.
So I spent about 4 years on the program side of things. So I was, so I'll say I was only weekends for a couple of months, and then I absolutely fell in love.
Like one does.
Yeah. I mean, it was just like.
You're changing lives.
Literally life-changing. Yeah. And it changed my life. Mm-hmm. Like it gave me kind of, a mission in what my life was going to be. And I found out that I really loved helping children. And that was that's kind of where my passion started. And I think that's the thing that I love now about single parent is that we also are helping the children. So it's just this, for me, it fills all of my buckets. But but anyway, at the children's shelter, I worked a couple of months for the weekends, and then I went full time.
Okay.
And then I was a childcare supervisor so I supervised other staff members for about 4 years.
Okay.
And then I had a lot of different roles there. I was the volunteer coordinator. And then eventually I got into development. So probably my last 3 or 4 years there was in development.
Okay.
I was there for 10 years.
That's when I met you.
Yeah.
Was on the development side. And I do remember, actually, yes, this would be when I met you. It was probably when I went and took a tour out there. And I was pregnant, which is not a solid time to take a tour of a children's shelter.
Yeah.
I remember y'all had just gotten in a baby and I'm growing a baby. And I was like, I am so confused.
Yeah.
As to why and how, and left bawling.
Yeah.
Of course.
Absolutely.
I knew I was all in on that and have been ever since. And so What you all did out there was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And the stories are tragic, but they always left with smiles and assessments and
they were on
track
for
on
a
an
better path.
upward trajectory or whatever.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so I met you at the Children's Shelter, now Everhope, and then you went to a couple other meaningful nonprofits, and then landed at single parent. But in the middle of all that, you had 2 kids, 2 boys.
I did. I had my kids when I was at the Children's Shelter.
Oh.
Yeah. And now they're grown up.
They are grown up.
I'm like, how is that even possible?
It's weird. Babies don't keep.
I know.
Yeah.
And it's really sad, especially because now we see all these things on Facebook pop up, the memories. And I'm like, how was that 10 years ago?
I don't know. And that's the only reason I post on social media. So that to see those things cycle through. Like I
can't find them otherwise.
Yeah, I cannot dig through my phone, and I'm not savvy enough for Google Photos. I'm just not. So if I post it on Instagram, I don't care about the likes, loves, or whatevers. I just want to see it pop up several years later.
Yes.
Because it breaks my heart and makes me smile all at the same time.
I know.
I can remember my oldest and your youngest, doing like a little, like a basketball program or
that's
something
right.
at the Y.
And I think my son was licking the pole.
He was.
Your son was like super serious about basketball. So it just the,
I was like, Frankie, I've known you for 100 years. Which one's your kid? I don't know your kids, right? Because I only know you pretend professionally.
Right.
And you're like, oh, that's Max. He's the one licking the
I'd forgotten about that, but oh my gosh.
And
that's how sports went for our family. All of them. So, yeah.
Well, aren't you sporty?
I was.
Didn't you grow up being sporty spice? Yes. This is what I know about you.
And it was devastating at first for me when my kids, neither of them liked sports. Like, it was that kind of participation in everything that they tried. And we tried lots. I mean, we did.
Did you make the rounds?
We made the rounds. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I remember thinking that about, maybe both of them. I was like, ooh. You don't look real coordinated. I hope something works out for you, because we're not a musical family either. I can't read a note to sing a note. I do think I have a very angelic voice in the car, obviously.
Yeah.
I can't read a note to save my life. So I was like, and I'm fairly certain we're not artists of any kind.
Yeah. Well, that's what my kids are really artistic.
Right.
So they both draw all the time. They write.
Where'd they get this from, do you think?
Not me.
Sporty Spice.
Yeah.
Is Pete artistic? He's kind of creative.
He is. Like, Pete's really creative.
Yeah.
And so I think they get a lot of that. He was really smart too. And so I think they get that. They definitely get that from Pete too. But so they're smart kids, and they're very creative, like artistic and drawing.
Old.
And they're old.
Like what, 18 and 20?
21.
21.
18 and 21.
That's so painful.
Yes.
It's so amazing. But
thanks for bringing it up.
I know. You're welcome. I'm always here to bring the love. But you've raised amazing young human beings, and that's what we're doing, right? We want them to keep growing and stay 6 feet above and be contributing members of society, even though it's painfully amazing.
And they're so kind and loving, and like they're best friends. And so to watch them together is just like the joy of my life, truly.
Did they argue growing up?
No, not really. Like, they had a couple of like small times where they did that, but like they have always just been super close, and I feel so fortunate for that.
You are.
Yeah, because, and I just like, that's my hope, is that they continue that forever.
Because you're close with your siblings.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so, and I think that's so special to me.
It is
and
special.
So
I don't have that. I look at other people and think that's really special.
Yeah. And I know that's special.
Yes.
And so I hope that my kids continue that. But it's just really, like, it really is like the joy of my life to see them interact together and how close they are. So.
Meanwhile, I'm walking around. I'm like, can we just get along? Can we please stop arguing? Can you hug each other? But they're 4 years in age and 5 years in grades apart. Yeah, and that makes a big difference, they're both, and they're very different. They're wired very differently. Yeah. And that's hard, I think, as a mom to go, we made both of you the same way. Yeah.
How are you so different?
How?
Yes.
Was this happening. And both of mine went to the same private school. And thank goodness one paved the way for the other, because the second one is just kind of, he's awesome. He's real cute and he's real smart. It's just, he's not really on that straight path that the first one's on. And so that is so stressful for me, because I'm like, I would say, and I'm sure my mom will go back and watch and listen to this, I would say I'm a rule follower. Probably not when I was being raised of any kind. But it's funny to see how different our kids are when they come from the same people and the stress levels they provide us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't know if, do your kids stress Pete out? Because I can say, oh, do they? Because my kids don't stress my husband out.
Oh, no. I think they both stress us out.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
hold all
for
the
different
feelings
reasons.
for the family. Oh, for sure.
I mean, but yes, no, I think Pete feels like really, really strongly though. Mm-hmm. And so he
You're
gets
more
stressed
chill.
about it.
You're probably
but we probably stress about different things with the kids though.
Yeah.
Like, so, I mean, I try to be chill, but
I've always known
when it comes to my kids, sometimes I'm not super
I'm
chill.
not chill.
Yeah, especially when
chill.
they went through those phases where it's like, oh, good morning. And then you get yelled at because you said good morning to them. I was like, what is that about?
What is that?
I don't know. I didn't care for that phase. So I'm glad we're beyond that.
I might still be in that phase.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I got the phone call yesterday from my oldest. He's like, bro. I said, okay, still, it's mom, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Bro, you didn't wake me up. I missed my workout. I'm like, number one, you have your own alarm.
Right. Yeah.
And number two, you get yourself up 99% of the time. And number three, you never once communicated to me the night before that I was the alarm clock.
Right.
And he's like, bro. I'm like, bro.
Mom is the word you're looking for.
I'm constantly bro. Were you ever bro?
No.
You were never bro?
No. That wouldn't have gone over very well, I don't think.
What?
No.
They never called you bro?
No. I don't think my kids were real into slangy thing, that kind of stuff.
Mine are super slangy.
I think they find the humor in that and tend to be more sarcastic children that make fun of things.
Hilarious. It's
and
weird.
they get that's what
I wonder
they get
where
in
they get
trouble
that
for.
from. That's
I can't figure it out. I have no idea.
One of life's greatest mysteries.
Right, it really is. That's usually what they get in trouble for.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're not really in trouble kind of kids.
No, but the few times that we did get calls from school, it was mostly because they had said things that were inappropriate. And I, as a mom who thinks a lot of those things are funny, had to really keep it together in those conversations with principals and teachers. Because when you hear what it is that they've said, yes, absolutely inappropriate, but also a really smart burn, you're kind of proud of how intelligent
that's a life skill later
on
is what that is. We should celebrate that.
Yeah.
So we got called up to school in the fall, and I'm not going to say the details of it because I would be highly canceled.
Yeah.
But child number 2 asked a human at school if he ate a certain thing, a certain animal. And he brings this home to us and we're like, oh, that's funny. He's like, so-and-so told me that he eats whatever this animal is because, and I was like, oh, that's funny. Yeah. Dad and I grew up hearing that all the time too. And Dad goes, well, that's why there aren't those kinds of animals outside of those kinds of restaurants, because that's always been the running joke. And he's like, but also you can't say those things.
Right.
So we go into the principal's office and we have this conversation and deadpan looked at them. We're like, but y'all, we're all sort of floating in the same age pool. We all know
this. Yeah.
And they're like, I was like, okay. Well, now we all know.
Yeah.
So that was a learning moment.
Yeah.
That food that you love, it's not that animal, and you can't ever ask anybody what they eat, basically.
Yeah.
Just don't talk to anyone.
Just don't say words at school.
If the teacher says, ask you questions, just say yes or no. I can't say anything else.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, those are
treasures.
hard moments, but
They're treasures.
yeah.
Do you laugh a lot at home? Because every time I'm around you,
Yeah.
I laugh hysterically.
Yeah. I mean, I think we do.
Is your
but then
home filled
also,
with laughter?
My home's filled with people.
It is filled with people.
And so when we're together, I think there is, but then also there's like, I need downtime.
Do you need to decompress?
I do.
Okay, because I've never seen that side of you.
Because sometimes you just people a lot.
Oh,
I mean,
my gosh.
you know, and it's like, okay, but I mean, I love that.
I know. It doesn't matter. You still got to turn it off.
But then I still need to, so like.
You need some quiet?
By 9:00, I'm like, okay, it's time to not be around anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I want to sit on my couch. I don't want anybody to interrupt me. And I just want to watch like something for 30 minutes to an hour.
Yes.
To just chill in total, like my time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you get small talked out?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
And I try not to small talk people too much because
it's inevitable.
I hate that.
I know.
I mean, I know you have to, and especially with people that you're just meeting.
Yeah.
But I really want to get to something deeper.
I know.
Like, I just feel like, but yes. And I think those are
try.
days when we're like, you know, it's like, oh, okay, we're having a lot of like little interactions like that where
it's like an
you
event.
just feel
the event
exhausted.
I just saw you at a couple weeks ago.
Right. And it's super high energy during, and then there's a crash after,
yes,
for sure.
Yes. So I was in Dallas, all my tropical destinations this summer are centered around baseball. It's beautiful.
Yes.
So I was in Dallas for 5 days because everybody wants to go to Dallas for 5 days.
Yeah, in the summer.
And live in a hotel.
Yeah.
It's great. And the amount of just little conversations, they're all my people.
Yeah.
I love them.
I love them, yeah.
There's a lot to say about your kids' extracurricular activity family. Right?
Yeah.
They're my baseball family. And, but I mean, at some point, I think it was like, it was Sunday. We got home Saturday night. And Sunday, I was just like, I didn't do anything. The house was clean. I had done laundry in the hotel because I thought we were still staying. That's a joy.
Yeah.
And I just was like...
Tip for next vacation, do laundry at the hotel.
It's fun. I know how to do it now. People walk in and I'm like, excuse me, I'm scrubbing. And I have like a whole bag of travel laundry supplies.
Okay.
I've crossed
Interesting.
over. It's weird. And I travel with a laundry basket.
Okay. That's like a new level for me.
I know, it's weird. I don't really
But again, my kids didn't like sports. So
I don't care. I don't love that part of me. I'm not going to lie.
I didn't have to learn that.
I have a travel shop bottle. Like, that's sad. Anyways.
That's like super momming. That's not sad.
Well, I don't like
super
stains.
Well,
you would do the same thing. You wouldn't be like...
I don't know. I got to the point where I'm like, if you care enough to do your laundry and do it right, then great for you. But if you're going to make me still do it, then it's probably not getting done.
Do your kids do their laundry?
I mean, they should, right?
Yeah.
Okay. They don't. Because, again, back to the people that live in my house, my mom and dad live there.
Mm-hmm.
I spoil my kids terribly, and I'm not going to lie about that.
That's who we are.
But also, my parents live with us, so their grandparents live there and also spoil them terribly. So,
I can see that.
And times where I've said, like, you know, the children know how to do their laundry.
Mm-hmm. Do they?
Yeah.
We
started that, like, a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
We had those teaching moments. They like to question it now, like, oh, I don't know how.
That's what my husband does.
Yeah. Oh, I don't do piece laundry at all. That was like number one when we got together.
He's like,
I don't
what
do your
button
laundry.
do I push? And I'm like, what is wrong with you? He's like, I didn't do my laundry in college. So I paid a service. I'm like, of course you did.
Yeah.
No. So, no, I do laundry. I think it's my type A. Like, to control it.
You want to make sure that it's done right. Yeah. Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah, because I can't just, it just runs way too often.
Yeah.
You live in Bella Vista. Your parents moved in with you a handful of years ago, which I think is amazing.
Yeah.
Do you tell us about Frankie. Do you have a favorite restaurant up in Bella Vista? Because I don't go to Bella Vista very often, but I do like that Bella's Table up there.
Yeah, that's the one I was going to say. I mean, that's a great place. We're getting some new places because there's a new place in the bike park. So I live like a block from the bike park.
Okay.
And so I haven't been in there yet because it's just been too busy. And
Oh, yes, I read about this. The menu looks really good.
Yeah, so it's like pizza and burgers.
Yes.
So I'm excited about that because it's super close to home.
Did you buy a pass? Are you a founding member of the bike park?
No, because I don't bike. I tried to beg someone to steal my bike years ago.
But you own a bike?
No, I don't have one anymore. I gave it away.
Okay. We don't own bikes either. It's weird. It's
another parent moment that I failed was I didn't teach my kids to ride a bike. So doing really good. And now we live in the bike capital of the world. So,
they don't know how to ride a bike?
No.
Surely they know how to ride a bike. Like a little tiny bike when they were little.
Would you like to put my children on a bike today and see what happens? They might get a few. I would love
to watch it. No,
we did try,
things
but
like that are entertaining to me.
Also, we live in Bella Vista, and it is not like conducive.
It's not unless you're on a trail. It's not conducive.
It's not conducive, and so like I remember when we got Buckley a bike for Christmas, and he'd had like a tricycle or whatever, and then we got the bicycle, like, we're taking the next step up. It was Spider-Man and like so cool and all the things. And it had like handbrakes, which we lived at the end of a cul-de-sac, but our driveway was down a hill. The cul-de-sac was down a hill. So there was like a small space that you could bicycle on. And we forgot to talk about the brakes before we started like getting him pedaling. And he went down the driveway and slammed into the back of the car. And so there really wasn't a lot of interest after that to ride the bike. I know. We did make him get back on because I was like, you got to get back on and try again. Like, don't let this be the end. But it was pretty much the end. And it was so sad because he was so excited about that bicycle too.
But was it hilarious too?
I mean, it was like, more like, oh, blank. We really messed this up.
On to the next hobby.
Epic fail. Here we go. So it didn't feel great. It really was scarring. It was scarring for me for a long time. So I'm like, my kids don't like sports, and now I've ruined the biking thing that could be like a fun activity for them outdoors. So I've done a bang up job.
You are a great mom now. You love them.
Oh, I do love them.
More than anything.
Yes.
And their grandparents live with them who love them more than anything.
Absolutely.
So it's amazing.
Yes. And they're wonderful children. They somehow, even after those incidents, have turned out to be amazing kids.
Human beings.
They are. And I shouldn't say kids because now they're adults. But yeah, they're amazing.
Always be your kids.
No, I know. Yeah. And they're always going to be spoiled and babied. It's totally fine.
Do you baby Max?
Yes.
Yeah.
I try not to all the time now because he's getting ready to go to college.
Fair.
But you were talking about the alarm clock, and I'm not sure Max is going to be able to wake himself up.
He's going to have to. He's going to school for architecture. Like they live at that building.
So we have an alarm. He has an alarm.
Step one.
Yeah, and he's had that for quite some time.
Okay,
we'll see how that goes. So I'm hoping for a roommate that's really super fantastic. That's going to help with that wake up process.
I'm sure the roommate will love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I ran into you a couple weeks ago at Mercy's cornhole event, and you had these stellar corn dog T-shirts that Clark picked out for the two of you. How did y'all do in the tournament, whatever we want to call it?
I mean, we practically won.
Oh, practically.
Right? Yeah, we won like 2 games.
Okay.
So that's winning.
Yeah.
But ultimately we got to end before it got super hot and we were able to leave. So I feel like that's a win.
You won with appearance.
Yeah. I mean, we had fantastic T-shirts. And the best attitude, I'm sure. The best
attitude.
Of all.
Do you practice?
I haven't in a while. I really love cornhole.
Yeah, it's fun as a family activity.
Yeah,
I don't disagree.
I love horseshoes. Like I grew up playing horseshoes.
Okay, my husband's played that. I've never played a horseshoe in my life.
I've actually won horseshoe tournaments. For money. It was like when I was young.
Wow.
Yeah, I was. I used to be very athletic, as we talked about.
This is like a fun fact. See, I didn't even bring my notes that I normally bring with people because it was just
because I'm just going to shout out random things.
Right? Because we know each other so well, we don't need pages and pages of notes. But on there is like, tell us a fun fact about you that no one knows. You're a horseshoe star.
Yeah, I've won a horseshoe tournament. My dad and I. And my uncle used to have them every year, and we would play for money, and my brother and I would usually win those too. But I won like a legit tournament here in Northwest Arkansas.
I didn't know that existed. This is amazing.
It doesn't anymore.
Wow.
Because then it turned to bago. Like it switched. Like there was that or cornhole.
Yeah.
Like there was that transition, and so like horseshoes kind of went away, and now it's cornhole. But I'm not as good at that.
Practice.
But I don't do it as often.
Well, maybe you
I will say now that I'm older, though, they are lighter and much easier to throw than a horseshoe. So
upsides everywhere.
Right. So I don't get as tired as I probably would if we were playing horseshoes.
Do some arm workouts.
I know. Yeah.
Do you have a karaoke song? Do you have a go-to karaoke song?
I haven't done karaoke
in
forever.
Has, but if you had a concert in the car.
Yeah, it would probably be Four Non-Blondes. What's Going On or What's Up, whatever that song is.
Yeah.
Because I like to scream that song out in the car.
Fair.
So I feel like that's...
I can see
that. But I don't really do karaoke anymore. No, I used to do... what was her name? She actually came and performed for Mercy one year. Oh, gosh.
Jennifer Nettles?
No. Big Jewel.
Jewel, yes.
Jewel. I used to do Jewel songs when I was in college and had all the confidence in the world.
You would just belt out some Jewel.
Yeah.
She was wildly popular when we were in college.
Yes, she was. So
okay.
So that's an old school karaoke.
Okay.
Throwback. But
interesting.
I can't sing it all.
There's a couple Ubers around town that have karaoke in their cars. There is. There are.
Oh, we need to do that.
There are. One's a minivan, and I've been in him once or twice, and he's got a microphone and screens and lights and
Are we doing that after this?
Yeah. It's going to pick us up. Yeah.
What's your song?
Vanilla Ice. Ice Baby.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Stop.
Collaborate and listen.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good spot to stop.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay. I hope y'all hung with us because I know that was a tough listen because we're really just friends hanging out. So, but I hope y'all got to know Frankie a little bit better. And join us for part 2 because we're going to dive into all things legit right? About her day job, not her side hustle of karaoke, but her day job, changing lives over at Single Parent Scholarship Fund. Quick note, let's see, we're heading into July, so it's America's 250th birthday. You're definitely going to need to stop by Walmart and get your Hershey salty snacks. Definitely need some Dots pretzels, Pirate Booty, and some Skinny Pop. My home always has those. I'm sure your home always has those. So don't forget to stop by your local Walmart and pick up those Hershey salty snacks. Tune in for part 2. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.